Hey guys, it is Greg again. I wanted to go over a couple options because there was a follower wanted me to do this, and I wanted to do this too because I need a couple options of what I think is going on with Bitcoin here in the more or less short term. What I mean by short term would be 60 days, 90 days ish in that area, maybe 120. Can't really give you a time. It's very hard to predict that, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. About 2.5, 2 months, 2.5 months to 4 months from now. Okay. But there's a few things I want to put to rest finally, once and for all, in this Bitcoin, this overall Bitcoin count. And you keep seeing different numbers up here on different counts. I'm seeing the threes over here and stuff. I'm going to show you something to put this to rest once and for all. So I'm going to go to this page here. When did BTC start trading? You see that in July 2010, Bitcoin began trading at US 0.0008. So 8/10,000ths of a penny, climbing to 0.08 by month's end. So you see July 2010. There we go. So July 2010. But you see where this date is? Right there on my chart? That says, what is that date? August of 2011. September 2011. Okay. So that's September 2011 right there. This says July 2010. So this is not a wave one. The wave one is here. It's not on the chart, guys. That's why I have it down there. Bitcoin actually started like down here, guys, on wave one and went up two like that. That's how you have to do it. And the other thing is too, if you use the RSI, I'm going to put this blow this RSI up for you guys, because you have to understand your momentum indicator and your RSI when you're doing these waves. Okay. Now you see these waves down here? That is the highest peak. You see, it's this thing is touching it right now. That right there. Okay. At 100, it looks like. That is the third wave. That's the wave with the most momentum. But it didn't stop there. It went up again. So your count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So this is the top of your wave 3. 3, because there's no higher peak. Bitcoin is going to make another wave 3 and take out this peak. That's where your cycle, that's where your wave 3 will be, way over here, probably 4 or 5 years down the road. Bitcoin's still in the process of doing that. This is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're wrong. The people that are doing that are wrong because they're not using their RSI. And so this is the 3. So it came down for a 4. And then this would be your 5. And then you can see from your peak, here's your third wave to your peak. There's your divergence telling you that was your 5th wave. That was telling you last 5th wave. It was very strong 5th wave, almost came as high as the 3rd wave. Okay. But that's the 3rd of the 3rd. That's the 5th of the 3rd. And it came down and it corrected. And then you can see there's divergence from here to here. You see, this went up in price, but it went down in momentum, telling you that's a 5th wave. Okay. Now, the only other option to label this that I would agree with makes it even more bullish, in my opinion, but I don't think that this is the count. So you have you could go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could call that a 5. And then this would be 1, 2. And that cannot be a 3. You could not go like this, 1, 2, and that's a 3, and 4 and 5. You could not label it like that. If you want to have your count like that, your wave 3 is way over here, up here. It's coming, it's in the making. If you want to have that count. So then this would be a 1, 2. And this is not going to be a 3 either, more than likely. Here's your 3rd wave. It's not going to take that out. Possibly this could be a 1, 2, and maybe this is a 3, depending on. That could be it right here on that 3rd. That could be it. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then that might complete that third wave. But I still don't like that count. I don't like that count. This is just a long, extended fifth wave, and it came up on a third like this. So then this is your cycle. It corrected it. Now this is a new cycle, guys. So right here, 1, 2, 3, and then this is the fourth into a fifth. Okay, like this. Here's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5. Okay, so then this will be 1, and then I'll correct for a 2, and then probably that's where it'll take out this peak more than likely, in my opinion. Right here is going to be 1, 2, and then this third, 4, 5. That third right here will more than likely take out the peak here on those. More than likely, it's what it's going to do right here. So I just want to put that to rest, that I keep seeing the count on this, and they're counting this structure wrong. You have to count this as wave 1, 2. That's your 3. Okay, from here, July, it's April of 13 to November, just 6 months. So that completed that third wave right there. And then it came down, and then this is a fifth wave. That's your divergence between waves, telling you that's the whole cycle, in my opinion. That's how you find them. Okay, so I just want to put that to rest of what I really think this is. Other than that, it's the more bullish option, in my opinion, where the fifth wave ended there. This is a new, and this is a whole new cycle. Okay, and then some people are counting it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the last of the cycle 5. I don't agree with that either. That doesn't make any sense to me either, just because of this this RSI. So if you take it, so some would say that you have a count like this, that here's 1, 1, 2. What is, let me here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That cannot be it. Your third wave cannot be the lowest peak. That can't be possible. That's higher and that's higher. So this is a third wave and this is a third wave of something. And this is lower than it. That can't be it, guys. That's just not going to work. The momentum there is not high enough. It's just not going to work. Okay, so sticking to the other one, what the count is down here. You know, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me make that a primary. Like that. Okay, so now we're in this other, it's making another cycle up on a fifth wave. So now the counts. So we're going to go to a couple options with the counts to let people know. This is the section that we're in. I showed you. This is the 1, 2. Here's the third right here. The third ended there. How do I know that? See that highest peak? There's your third wave. Came down. There's your fourth wave. Okay, it's not up here, it's not over here. So technically, Bitcoin has been in a correction since February of 2021. All this was a correction, all of that. So a third wave ended there, and there's your confirmation right there. That's your third wave peak, came down, created your divergence, and made its fifth wave right there. And that follows along with what this move is in here. You know, it's equal. The wave is equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's your highest peak. And now we're in this. And why is this a fourth wave? Well, if you see how long the first wave took, this first wave took 260 days, more or less. So this fourth wave is going to take longer than that. Because fourth waves, this is 448 days so far. Let me double check that over here again, make sure. Yeah, about 61 days on that one. And this one's a lot longer. So the Second waves should be deeper and shorter than the fourth waves. Fourth waves will be longer and not as deep. That's just how it works. It's called alternation through the different corrections. Okay, so this is more of a zigzag move. This is more of a complex correction. Second waves will be swift and sharp and deep, just like this one. It came down and boom, and these will be long and drawn out. That's where you see triangles. People have triangles. Triangles are in the fourth wave. Triangles are not in second waves. I'm not even sure if that's a rule or a guideline with Elliott waves, but if you have a triangle and you have a second wave labeled as a triangle, in Elliott waves will say it's wrong. They just don't end up there. They end up in the fourth wave. So, and you can see this, you know, some people are thinking this is a triangle and the triangle's out. There's not going to be a triangle. That's just wishful thinking at this point, I think. So here's the count of what I'm coming up. Here's a couple options that I think that could happen with Bitcoin. Okay. And this whole thing, I'm doing the end of this count right here on Bitcoin. I hope you can see it. Okay. Let me blow this up a little bit so you guys can see it. All right. So I had it before as this labeled as a WXY. Okay. And it came down again. And then that was the Y, but it's not done. So it could be coming up for another another X, and then make another Y. Okay. So that's an actual move, WXYXZ. Now, if that's it, I don't know. It's just an option. And this is if the correction gets done faster. I don't think this is my secondary move that it could make. It'll come up to this area, 32,000, maybe 34, hit something like that, and come down into this Z wave. Okay. And it'll hit this 0.382. Why do I have that 0.382? I have that 0.382 because that is the most common area where fourth wave corrections like to go. And that number will be, right now it's at 0.382 is at 21,345, more or less. It's off a little bit. Some of these charts are a little bit different. So, you know, if I go to another chart, it might be 21,800 or something like that. It's kind of weird how these are things. This is the CME futures. So I don't think it's, you know, it's off a little bit. So that's the general area. So like I would say 60-70% of the time, fourth waves will go to the 0.382. They go there and they actually can wick down past it. So having wicks down to, you know, 18 or 19,000 is not going to be a surprise. I'll put it to you that way. Those that understand Elliott waves and a fourth wave. So it could go down there, and that's not going to be a surprise to me. So that would be one alternate count. And so the whole correction would be a three-wave move. So there's a three-wave move here, a three-wave move here, and then a three-wave move here. So that move would be a whole big gigantic W, X, and then down for a Y. Whoops, those are wrong. Hold on, guys. Let me get I got the wrong one. Just this one. This whole thing would be W, X, and then a gigantic Y. So like a flat structure. And this is a zigzag. So it's opposite of the second wave, and that's what you want. Zigzag, up here's a flat. Fourth waves are flats. They take longer, more long, drawn out. They're triangles. In this situation, it looks like it's going to be a flat. So that's one option. There's another option that's going to take longer, which is my primary option. And I think this is probably a little bit more realistic, okay, where I have this parallel channel where it came down and it's doing like a diagonal, contracting diagonal, where if you take trend lines and you put it like kind of like that trend line like that to that area, and then you take the trend line here and you go something like that. So it'll be a contracting diagonal where it will still be a flat. So it'd be 1, 2, down for 3, up for 4, and down for 5. And that would make this a B, C, or a flat. This would be a flat structure, even though it's an A, B, C. So it'd be A, B, C. Okay. That's the other. So it's a flat. This is a zigzag, and this one's a flat. So it's alternate ways with both of these corrections. Okay. So still this, it comes to the same area. It's just going to take longer. This is my primary count. I like this the best. What I think it's going to do and bring us down to the 0.382 on the logarithmic Fibonacci levels. That's what I'm expecting it to hit, at least wick down to that 20,000 on this chart. It looks like it's about 20,000, 21,000 more or less. Okay. Now, if it does this move, am I going to say the correction's over? No, I am not. You're going to have to just suss, it's going to have to suss itself out. We have to see what's going to go on, whether it's going to, you know, what it's going to do here, start carving out a bottom, or what's going to go on. You just, it's, you know, you're not going to be able to do that, or I'm not going to be able to do that, I should say. So I'll just be paying attention to see what's going on there. But I will say this, you know how bad the negative the news is right now when this happened, and it's going to go back up. When this happens, this is when people are going, you're probably going to be thinking people are going to want to jump out of buildings or something like that. It's going to get so bad when Bitcoin is doing this leg. It is going to get so bad. It's going to be death to everything. The alts are going to be going down. BT dominance is going to be going up. And bear market is going to be bear market, bear market, bear market. BTC's, you know, the new, the 12,000 now is the new 20,000 for Bitcoin, you know, and after it's down here, it's going to be 10,000. You're probably going to hear 8,000. You're probably going to hear 7,000. Oh, let's compare it to Amazon. What happened to Amazon to the dot-com bubble? You know, went all the way down. MicroStrategy lost 99% of its value. And the same thing's going to be happening to Bitcoin. It's going to be down here. But you know what? That is when right here, I am going to be looking to go extremely bullish and looking for coins. And I made another video. Bitcoin, particularly getting that one and looking at some other coins and getting them on sale and getting ready to go bullish while everybody else is flipping out and going crazy over the price of Bitcoin, and it's just going to continue to go down. So just to let you guys know that that is going to happen, and you're going to have fear and blood and everything in the streets. I mean, it is going to be carnage. It's going to be 5 to 10 times worse than this leg, guys. It is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Believe me, the media and the chats and everything. And, you know, this chain sucks and blah, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to go over. And then I want to go back to this chart, let you know that in this RSI down here, guys, let's take a look at this RSI, this chart, okay? Here's the RSI. This RSI is right here at 33. It corrected to 27 on that last correction to make that move. Bitcoin is in the same area, came down, fourth wave, and then made that move up, which in what I think is a fifth wave. And then it's coming down into a fourth wave, which is a long, long correction. And it just brings down that RSI. This is the move. I showed a video to other people about this before. It's going to pop back up, and this is the move to come back down, taking everything out, reset that that whole cycle leg that it did on the third wave, and then it'll be able to make the move up for Bitcoin, in my opinion. This RSI, I know the bears, you know, it's bearish right now, but you know, we're going to get to a point where you cannot be too bearish for too long, because this RSI, once it's down here, it's going to have no other place to go but up. There's going to have to be some sort of pretty big move to start pulling this up a little bit to keep going on downside. I know it can keep going down and down and down, but more than likely, once you see this move down here and this RSI is down in these areas, and if it's below that, you know, after that leg down that I mentioned before right here, that it's going to be doing up and then back down to the 21, 22-ish in that area, you know, it's going to probably the smart money and the whales and all those guys will be going, okay, we're going shopping. We're going to go shopping now. You can better believe it. That's probably what's going to happen. And then you're going to probably see, you know, after the correction, it's up here, you'll see a wave go up, and then the wave is going to correct, and they're going to say the same thing on that wave. There will be a second wave correction deep. It'll come back down to where it almost started, and it'll be the same thing all over again. Bear market. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. I know it's probably a little bit long and drawn out, but I just want to give you a couple alternates there of what I'm looking at. And that the important thing is I'm taking it like one step at a time. Let Bitcoin go up, finish that leg that I think it's going to do. Where it's going to end could end tomorrow for all I know. But I'm kind of hoping to go up a little bit more, and then it might swing back and then swing back down to finish that off. And I'm not talking about something's going to happen in 7 to 10 days, guys. This is like 60 days, 2 months or more for this to finish. For this RSI on this weekly chart to go up like this and make that move is like 5 months to do that. Just to give you an idea, this over here went from September to January. So let me see that. Just say October, November, December, January, 4 months for that move to be done. So at least 4 months right there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.